Well, are you looking for a book that hits hard and lifts you even higher? Well, our next guest says his new book can do just that. Author and award-winning entrepreneur Jason Caras is here to tell us a little bit more. So welcome to the show. It's so great to have you here.
Oh, thank you. I'm grateful to be here.
Yeah, we've been talking a little bit, getting to know each other, and I want to hear more about you because you have led quite the life. You have this entrepreneurial spirit that started when you were a teenager.
Yeah, I call it my Jekyll and Hyde phase. I was an entrepreneur young. I had a painting crew while I was in high school. But I was also busy getting arrested 9 times before I turned 17 years old.
So what made you sort of turn the corner and make things right?
I came across a book in my mother's library. I got fascinated, and I found out a speaker named Jim Rohn. I went and saw him in Boston. And after that, I stood there and I just looked him in the eyes. I waited a long time to shake his hand. I said, Mr. Rohn, I'm going to do this one day. And I changed the trajectory of my life. You can change the trajectory of your life overnight. You can't change your life overnight. But I did that moment.
But we were talking earlier, and you said you had to go through this a few times, that you had everything and you lost it, not just once, but 3 times. Almost 4, you said.
Almost 4.
What does that do to you? And what do you mean by that? And what did you learn from that?
Well, it is very difficult to be an entrepreneur. I've had 12 companies, 3 were successful, and that's actually pretty good odds for being an entrepreneur if you're in the business community. But it's a crushing blow to go from having everything you want to having nothing. And that's where the book came from. I literally needed a framework to rebuild my life and to follow a system.
Well, let's talk about the book. We have it over there. Tell me a little bit about it and what it took to write all this stuff down.
So when I started my life trajectory change at 17, I started collecting information from authors from thousands of years, and these were fundamentals. And I realized you're either doing them or you're not, and if you're doing them, you feel unstoppable. So I started crafting this, and I started teaching it to kids in the juvenile justice system, and then I started teaching it to my employees. And then I started doing public speaking and teaching. So this curriculum has evolved over 30 years.
And so the book is called Fundamentally Unstoppable. So what will we learn in this book, and who is it for?
So the book is about a system for life. Imagine a city without streetlights or stop signs. It would be madness. Or a football team without plays. It would be silly. Well, that's the way life is too. If you're not following a life system, you're really following a life of chaos, a system of chaos, where things happen to you. This is a purposeful intentionality approach to life.
Is there one nugget that you can give us that we would learn from this book?
Yes. There are patterns in your life. If you're paying attention to your own patterns, you'll find that we're often deluding ourselves. I want to lose weight, but I eat ice cream at 8 o'clock at night. The place in between is called delusion. We delude ourselves because we're not paying attention to our own patterns. This gives you the ability to have accountability and insight into your actions, how you actually perform in life and how you show up.
And so it's more than just a book. You also have an app out. You also have like a coaching. Talk a little bit about that, how this all works.
Yeah, I wanted to animate the book.
Yeah.
I wanted people to reflect on their life. I have a process called Gaze of Reckoning, where you literally look into your soul. So the app asks you questions, and it forces you to take stock and to kind of look deep within. And then you go through exercises. But ultimately, it also gives you this accountability factor so you can see your patterns.
So you think this would be a good gift, or we're in the holiday season, the Christmas season, would this be a good gift to give to someone who may be lost, or who is it for?
Yeah, well, I think transformation is a good gift for anybody, for yourself, for a loved one. It just starts with, they say inch by inch, it's a cinch. A lot of times we look at the enormity of a situation or we want to change and it's just too intimidating. All it takes is one step. So, and especially people that are battling any kind of mental illness.
Yeah.
You got to just yell uncle and take a step.
Okay, and so you can get the book wherever books are sold, or where can we get the book?
Yeah, on Amazon. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. But we also wanted people to go to your website because that's where they can get more information about the app and the coaching and the book, right?
Right.
Okay, so there's the website right there. It's jasoncaras.com. Visit it and find out more. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.